Hi everyone and welcome to this yoga flow for hamstrings. So pretty much everyone has tight hamstrings to some degree. This is going to be a really nice stretch and activation to stretch them out and release a little bit of tension. You might need a block for this one, so roll out your mat, grab a block and let's get going. We're going to start laying down on our backs today, so make your way there. Bringing the knees in towards the chest, just give yourself a little bit of a hug here with the knees, rocking gently from side to side. Maybe taking some circles here as well, gently massaging out through the lower back and the tops of the glutes as well. And then just rest the feet down onto the mat, knees gently relaxing in towards each other, palms facing up. Just take a couple of breaths here to calm the nervous system down, just settle into this space that we're in. So inhaling in through the nose and sigh out. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time, inhaling and let it go. Bring the breath back in and out through the nose, keeping that focus on the breath throughout the practice. So wherever we want to release a bit of tension, just visualize that breath going there and see if you can soften with each exhale. When you're ready, you're going to hug those knees back in and then keep hold of the right leg, extend the left leg away from you. We're going to extend the right leg all the way up to the sky and grab hold of the back of the thigh or maybe even the calf muscle if that's there. Maybe find a little bit of a circle with that top foot, maybe pointing and flexing the toes. Gently guiding the leg in towards you with the hands. And then we're going to switch legs over, so they meet in the middle somewhere, and then bringing the left leg in, right leg extends. Again, finding those circles at that ankle, maybe pointing or flexing the toes. And then we're going to switch again. This time we're going to find a couple of pulses. So as you exhale, we're going to exhale, pulsing the leg in towards you. And then inhale, switch the legs. Again, exhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, inhale, switch. Exhale, inhale, switch. Keep that going with the breath. Keep it going. And then the next time you end up with that right leg, hug it in. And then bend into that leg. We're going to take a little twist across the body. So left hand grabs hold of the right leg and then take it across the body. Right arm extends out to your side, finding that twist. Come all the way back to center. Keep a bend in that right knee. Take the right knee out to the side and then sole of the foot comes up towards the sky for a half happy baby. Either grabbing hold of the back of the thigh or the outside edge of that foot to guide the knee down towards the mat. And then switching the legs over, bring that left leg in towards you, hug it in, and then bend the knee, take a twist across the body. Left arm releases out to your side, maybe take the gaze in that direction as well. And then all the way back to center. Keep a bend in the knee, take that knee out to the side, and then sole of the foot up towards the sky for that half happy baby. Draw the knee down towards the floor. Remember those Nice deep breath, sending the breath to wherever you're feeling that stretch. And then bring both legs in, give yourself a hug. Take the hands to the backs of the thighs, rock up and down through the spine. 3 or 4 times, whatever feels good here. And then we're rocking over the legs, coming forwards into a forward fold, into a tabletop position. I'm getting ahead of myself. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, drop the belly down, lift the chest, gaze up. As you exhale, press the mat away, rounding the spine. Again, inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, press the mat away. One more time. And exhale. Keep a round in the spine, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Take a little pedal up through the feet, bending one leg and then the other. And we're going to take the toes together, bring the right leg up to the sky into a 3-legged dog. From here, we're going to step that foot back behind the left. So we're coming to kind of a crossed leg, downward facing dog. Press the chest back towards the thighs. Press the heels down towards the ground. We're really deepening that stretch in the hamstrings. Inhale, right leg lifts back up. And exhale, place it down. Other side, left leg lifts. And then place it down back behind the right. Heels drawing down towards the mat. And then inhale, lifting up. And place it back down. Take the gaze in between the hands, take a slow walk. Trying to keep the legs as long as you can as you come all the way up into a forward fold at the top of the mat, folding over the legs. Take a soft bend in the knees here. Take a little sway side to side. Maybe rock the weight a little bit more into the balls of the feet. Relaxing the head and the neck down. And then keep the hands down. We're going to come into a little bit of a hamstring activation here. So we're warming up those muscles so that they can stretch out a little bit easier. We're going to inhale, drop the bum down, maybe even come up onto the toes. Gaze forward, chest forward. We're in a little bit of a crouch position. And then as you exhale, send the bum back up into your forward fold. Inhale again, drop the bum down, lift the chest. Exhale, send the bum all the way up, forward fold. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. Just one more, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. You might feel those hamstrings start to work there. Inhale, roll all the way up through the spine. Arms coming up overhead as you reach. And exhale, hands down to heart center. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, forward fold. From here, we're going to step it back into downward facing dog once again. Toes together. Right leg lifts up. Bend into that top leg this time. Open the hips towards the right side. And then step that right foot in between the hands. Help it up there if you need to. Drop the back heel down. We're going to inhale, lift up into warrior one. Just turn the other way. And then exhale, open out, warrior two. Keep that bend in that front leg. We're going to reach forwards, up and back, peaceful warrior. Really opening up through the side body there on the right side. Lengthen through that front leg, reach forwards, and then down into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Gaze up towards the top hand here, really squeezing the inner thighs together. Opening the chest towards the left. From here, bring both hands down. Turn the toes to face the side of the mat. Folding forward over the legs into a forward fold. Rock the weight a little bit more into the balls of the feet here. Sit bones lengthen up towards the spine, towards the sky. Nice deep breaths. Maybe find a little bit of a sway side to side here, bending one leg and then the other. And then on the next time that you're bending this back leg, the left leg, we're going to sink all the way down into Skandasana on the left side. So fingertips can be down on the floor. We're flexing the right toes back towards us, lifting up. Left hand is down, right arm reaches up, twist towards the front. And then exhale, place the hands down, come back into that forward fold. Walk the hands all the way around to the front again and step it back. As you exhale, lower all the way down. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Taking the toes together, left leg left. Bend into that top leg, open the hips. Take the gaze in between the hands, step forward in between the hands and rise all the way up into our warrior one. Exhale, open out, warrior two. Reach it forwards, up and back, peaceful warrior. Lengthen through that front leg, feeling that openness through the left side, and then reach forwards, 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 keeping that length, and then reach down into Trikonasana. Open the chest a little bit more towards the right side, the left-right side, as I nearly said. Right arm reaches up towards the sky. And then bring both hands down, walk the toes towards the long edge of the mat again, folding forwards. Maybe again we find a little bit of a sway side to side, bending one leg and then the other. And then turning the right toes out slightly, we're going to sink all the way back into Skandasana on the other side. Fingertips can be down for balance. Left arm reaches up, twist towards the front. And then both hands down. Lift the bum back up into that forward fold. Walk the hands all the way around to frame that front foot. And step it back, this time into downward dog. Take a little paddle out through the feet. And then drop the knees down, find a child's pose just for a breath. We're counteracting all that lengthening through the back of the legs. Just finding a little bit of a closing off there. Inhale, we roll back up, tabletop, tuck the toes under, lift up and back into downward facing dog. Take the toes together, right leg lifts, bend into that top leg, open the hips. And step the foot in between the hands. Drop the back heel down, arms reaching up into our warrior one. As you exhale, open out, warrior two. Reach it forwards, up and back, peaceful warrior. And then lengthen that front leg, reach forwards and down into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale, we come back up. This time, walk the back foot in slightly. Turn the hips, the chest to face the front. Keep that front leg long. Interlace the hands back behind you. Roll the chest open. And then exhale, fold forwards into a pyramid pose. Nice steady breath here. Sending that breath to wherever you're feeling that stretch. Inhale, lift back up. This time hands come to heart center and we're going to dive forwards again. This time take a little bit of softness into that right leg and we're going to bring the weight into the right foot, lifting the left leg up into our warrior three. From here, place the hands down, kick that back leg up any amount higher for standing splits. Maybe the right arm wraps around the right calf muscle, nose towards the knee. And then from here, float the left leg, wrap it round back behind the right and find that forward fold over the legs. Bring the weight into the balls of the feet, lengthen the sit bones up towards the sky, folding over the legs. And then unravel. This time we're going to step the left leg back into Our warrior one legs, arms reaching all the way up into warrior one once again. And exhale, we open out into warrior two. Reach it forwards, up and back, peaceful warrior. And then lengthen through that front leg, reach forwards, 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 and then down into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Open the chest towards this side, maybe gaze up towards the sky. And then come all the way back up. Bring that back foot in slightly. Turn the toes more on a 45-degree angle. Keep the length in that front leg. Turn the chest, the body towards the front. Interlace the hands back behind you. Inhale. And exhale, fold forwards into pyramid pose. Keep the spine nice and long here. However far forward you come. And then inhale, we come back up. Adjust that front, that back foot, maybe shorten your stance even more. And then fold back forwards over the leg. Hands together at heart center. We soften into that front leg. Shift the weight forward. Lift the right leg up into our warrior three. From here, bring the hands down to the floor. Lift that back leg up any amount higher for standing splits. Maybe that left arm wraps around the left calf muscle, nose coming towards the knee, point or flex through that top leg. And then step the right foot back behind the left, folding forwards. Rock the weight into the balls of the feet, sit bones lengthen up towards the sky. And then release the legs. Feet hip width apart, walk the feet out mat width. Toes turning off the sides of the mat. And then sink the bum down into Malasana, into our Yogi squat. Take a little bit of a sway side to side here. Again, we're finding a counter pose. We're closing off the hamstrings here. We're bending into the knees lots. We're finding that counter to those stretches. And then from here, bring the arms forward. If you can, just plop down onto your bum. Bring the legs out in front of you. Lengthen the legs. Sit bones planting down. Just move the fleshy part of the bum out either side. Flex the toes back towards you. Hands down by your sides, all fingertips, or you can use your blocks if your hands can't quite reach the ground. We're going to press into the floor, press the calf muscles, the backs of the legs down into the floor, flex the toes, see if you can lift the heels off, press the mat away, see if you can lift the bum up off the floor. It might not happen. And then as you exhale, we're going to soften, take a little bend in the knees. Inhale, reaching arms up. And then exhale, we fold over the legs. Hands can rest down on your shins. Maybe if they reach the feet, grab a hold. If not, you can grab hold of the outside edges of the mat to kind of guide yourself a little bit further into this. Folding forward, letting the head and the neck relax. Deepening the breath once again. On an inhale, we roll all the way up, and we're going to come all the way down to lie onto your back. Bring the knees in with you, soles of the feet up towards the sky for a happy baby. Drawing the knees down towards the mat, lengthen the tailbone down and away from you, and then maybe find a little sway side to side, maybe lengthening one leg and then the other, maybe bringing the soles of the feet together, knees out wide, using those elbows to press the knees away. Or we just stay in that classic happy baby. Enjoy a little bit of a massage out through the back. Deepen that breath again. And then bring the knees together. We're going to open the arms out into a T shape and then lower the knees over to the right side. So you might want to just shift the bum back in line with the shoulders so that when you twist, your hips don't go all the way over to the right side too much. We're getting as much out of this twist as we can. Take the gaze over towards the left side. Option here to extend through that top leg, either staying there or maybe even grabbing hold of the leg or the toes with the right hand. Just an option. Breathing into that twist. And then unravel all the way back through center and over to the other side. Don't forget to shift those hips over towards the center again, and then roll the knees over to the left side, gaze over towards the right, finding that twist. And again, option here to extend the top leg if you want to, maybe grabbing hold of the leg with that left hand. Breathing into that twist again. And then come all the way back to center. Give those knees one last squeeze in, maybe nose up towards the knees. And then exhale. And release the legs all the way down onto the mat. Hands resting onto the stomach or down by the sides, or even up above the head. Sometimes that's quite nice to make sure those shoulders don't start to creep up towards the ears. Soften the face, soften the neck and the shoulders, all the way down the arms to the hands. Soften the chest and the stomach, all the way down the spine to the hips and the thighs. Soften the knees, the shins, the ankles and the feet. And lastly, relaxing all 10 fingers and toes. Enjoying the next few moments here. You can even pause the video here if you want a longer Savasana. If you're pausing the video, thank you for joining me. And those still with me that want to come out of Savasana, now we're going to reach the arms up above the head, full body stretch, point or flex the toes. And bring the knees back into the chest once again, rolling over onto one side to gently transition all the way up into a comfortable seated position. Bring the hands, palms facing up, on top of your knees or on top of your thighs. Gaze down towards the floor or closing the eyes. I'm going to end with 3 releasing breaths out through the mouth. So inhale in through the nose and sigh out. Again, inhale, exhale. One more inhale. And let it go. On your next inhale, bring the hands, palms facing up, all the way up above the head to a clap. As you exhale, bring the hands all the way down to your heart center. Bow the head down towards the heart. Blinking the eyes open. Namaste. Namaste everyone. Thank you so much for joining me in this hamstring stretch. Let me know how you got on in the comments and I'll see you next time.